For the latest top tips, reviews and advice, please subscribe below.
Hello and welcome to Attwoolls Camping and Leisure with me, Mike. Today I'm giving you guys a review on a very exciting new product from Kampa. This here is the Kampa Rally Air Pro 390 Grande. The Grande refers to a deeper depth for away from the caravan than the standard Rally Air Pro. So it's actually 3 meters rather than 2.5, which normally the Pro has, but it's still 390 wide. So 390, but the Grande deep. It basically is designed really to sort of be an alternative to the Ace Air 400. It actually gives you more internal room because actually it's squarer, whereas the Ace obviously has got kind of like a hexagonal front. You actually benefit with more room inside of here, but you kind of lose that kind of bay window style. So it will certainly please a lot of people having it all nice and straight lines where it might not be everyone else's cup of tea. It uses their Pro fabric, so it's 300 denier, very, very waterproof and really nice fabric that Kampa have done for many years now. You've still got basically a new thing they've introduced into the range, which is their 2-tiered roof, and it actually allows you to have more height inside of the awning and still allow the water to drain away quite simply. Beams are actually thicker now for the 2018 collection, so you've got a thicker beam, which means it's actually stronger in the winds, and that is absolutely rock solid. You're not going to move that at all. You still benefit from also things like crystal clear windows, so you get beautiful visibility in and out of the awning, and it's 1-point inflation located here in the middle, which pumps up the whole awning. So it's very quick and easy. You can always check out our own Attwoolls pitching and packing videos on these models to see how they do go up and how they do go down on your own. So that's me putting them up and down, you see. You've got obviously one inflation point, but several deflation points, so it makes it very easy to get the air out when you need it to be. And you've still got the ability of a quick pegging system with Kampa's basically 1-point system. So you pull it out to the bottom, and then also does the same sort of strap at the top. So it's quite a neat design that just saves pegging points and makes it obviously quicker and easier to put the whole thing up. We'll talk a bit more about certain features as we head inside, but overall I think it's quite an impressive awning. We've currently got this situated with the new conservatory on the side, which you can just zip on as you please to. And you can check out that own individual review video when we go into a bit more depth about that thing on its own. But let's see what it's got to offer inside then. So now we're inside the Grande, you kind of get a bit more of a better feel for the awning itself. And like I said, first thing you notice is obviously the amount of depth you've got in the awning, which is quite lovely. Beautiful big PVC windows to give you plenty of light inside, even on sort of a dark and dingy day. And it just really helps to brighten it up and make it a really nice place to sit and relax in. Because you've got the extra depth, like I said, you've got this extra sort of window panel that's been put in place, which still has curtains. And you've got curtains throughout the whole awning. The joys of that means is you can have your privacy when you want to. So it's traditional sort of caravan style curtains that can just quite simply pull across. There's a little retainer just to keep it just so, and just makes it a much more thorough job, in my opinion. And you can still get that sort of caravan look. So when you've got the curtain across, you still have to compromise with having no light inside, because you've obviously got roof panel lights here to still, flood the area to make it still a bit more bright and cheery. So again, it means on an early morning you can get your privacy without having to worry about getting too dark and dingy out here. Another thing to mention around that point is you've got a nice Velcro part here to keep this door just so, and it just keeps it nice and tucked in underneath and stops it from sort of flapping around. A second zip is positioned behind the main panel, so the panels can basically zip out, zip across to the side and toggle down, and then you can put a second mesh panel set into here if you wish to go for. The reason being is you can actually create almost like a veranda kind of style with this zip, so that comes up and round and down, and you can bring that across like so. So on a warm summer's evening you can get a circulation of air, but having that mesh panel zipped in and the same time this is in allows you to have circulation without having sort of bugs and critters coming in. So that for me is a really nice sort of feature that's on sort of all the new models. You've still got things like the Saberlight system compatible, so it's got little Velcro tabs to put a Saberlight in there, and you can put them in multiple places, not only on the main beams just above the doors, but in the roof panels here when you haven't got the roof liner in for say. It's a really nice thing. This roof liner is quite a nice idea. Again, you've got the ability of the new one who has a little zip, so you can actually have this covered or uncovered as ever you please. And one thing you do notice actually is it does make quite a bit of difference to temperature inside of the awning itself. On the back part here, you can see, again, you've got this panel which can be actually completely removed to help with circulation, and it can actually be swapped over with the panel where the camera is. So the point being, as you can see, the door is currently positioned on this side. If you wanted the door to be at the front and the window panel to be over there, by removing that panel and put it in this side, the door then changes to this point here. So it means if your caravan door opens like so, you can actually get out, walk through here rather than having to shut the door before you go out. And both doors have a mesh panel behind the actual door itself. Overall, you can look at other option extras, things like rear back poles to help basically minimise the draft coming down the outside, and limpets to twin up with it to help the seal and make it a less drafty area. The draft skirt comes with it, but you still need to look at sort of wheel arch covers to go on the top of that. But you can check out our awning accessory video of all the little bits and bobs that you can add to the awning itself. Wherever you may see a white toggle, that's basically for the roof liner, and the black toggles for inner bedroom. So you can actually put an inner bedroom inside the awning. Alternatively, I would more go down lines of an extra annex, so you can zip that panel out, put an annex in place, or like the conservatory we have on the outside when you can see that. There are a range of carpets you can also look at putting inside the awning as well. And it's one thing I think, being at extra depth, you need to make sure you do get the Grande carpet, otherwise it will end up feeling about half a metre short. Overall, it's a really nice model, and you can kind of get a bit more better idea for obviously the 1-point inflation when you're inside as well, due to the inlet valve up here, and then you've got these own little isolation taps which basically feed the air out to the main parts of the beam. So when it's physically up, all you do is come along, twist those, then all the beams are then isolated individually. So the real purpose being is if you were to get a leak or a puncture from one of the beams, it's just that one section beam rather than the whole awning going down. And yet again, the joy is it's very easy to repair or replace. You just got a zip, so once it's deflated, take it out, take the bladder out, put a patch on it, put it back in, and you're good to go. But there is a video of how it is done on our YouTube channel, which you can check out if you do get to that stage. Overall, really nice model. I said it's more the traditional caravaner who wants that square design, but wants the extra depth and more kind of modernish look of the Rally, and obviously the quick and ease of putting it up. Have a look at our pitching and packing video on this particular model, and it shows you how quick, simple and easy it is to put up. It'll certainly be me on my own. But any other questions, of course, do let us know, and it's maybe one we might be looking to put up in our big indoor display showroom in Gloucestershire. So that is the Kampa Rally Air Pro 390 Grande.